You've been watching The Boys? I am all caught up on The Boys now, so I can give you my pre-finale thoughts. Definitely the weakest season so far. I'll avoid spoilers to the best of my ability here. There's some things I like that they're doing. Like, there's a couple things I really like that they're doing. So the thing that I really like so far, is this going to bring up any spoilers if I just do this? Okay, no, we're fine. The only, like, one of the big things that I really like that they're doing is with A-Train. I think A-Train has a really, really good arc. I think they've handled him super well. I hate what they're doing with Starlight. I think Starlight, they have relegated to a super unlikable character who's just like a loose cannon now. I don't really understand that decision. And they, like, that whole, like, I don't even feel like Starlight and Huey even like each other anymore. I feel like they fucking hate each other. Like they're super indifferent all the time when they're on screen. Like I don't know what the fuck they like wiped their ass with that entire narrative. What else do I was just talking about this earlier. I like what they're doing with Butcher. I actually do like Butcher. Butcher is just a hard character to ruin. I like how they're handling Butcher and his worsening health, and him like combating his. I don't want to get into spoilers. I like what they're doing with Butcher. I'll stop there. I think they're doing well with Butcher. I think they're doing well with A-Train. The whole sexual assault episode, I thought was going to be a lot worse based on what chat was telling me. It was just super stupid, like super unnecessary for them showing all those scenes, but it wasn't like half the episode. So I prepared for that to be a lot worse than it turned out to be. Yeah, edgy for the sake of being edgy. That's what that was for sure. I will say, I also maybe I am on the crazy pills here and off my gourd. I feel like this season is highly, like, significantly more like everyone is a sexual like menace than previous ones. Of course, that's been a common theme throughout the boys, based because of the comics it's based on. But this season, every episode has like someone's ass getting eaten out, someone like fucking farting on cake and then rubbing their dick and fucking rubbing their clit. Like every episode, and like every line of dialogue between like the Deep and Noir or anyone, it's always like, "Bro, that got me so fucking hard." Yeah, so I like blew his face off, and I was like, "Damn, I just blew a load too." Like every single piece of dialogue, I think it's like significantly more than every other season. So that's just becoming extremely nauseating every time. I have not seen the Star Wars TCG. I've seen some of the cards, but I haven't seen how it plays. You like Sister Sage? I do like Sister Sage. I think she is a strong character. Though, I don't know why they're sidelining her so hard in, like, the more recent episodes. I was an extra. I don't really get that, to be honest. I don't really see the whole. Oh, this is a spoiler. I won't get into that. I just don't see the point of, like, nerfing her in episode. I don't know. That doesn't sit right with me. It just seems kind of silly to nerf her. No, she's not. Sideline's not the right word. Nerfed. You like Homie this season? Homelander's always good. Homelander and Butcher are two characters I really don't think you can fuck up. So yeah, I do like Homelander this season. I think he's making some stupider decisions, but I think that fits really in line with his character and what the character's going through, so it doesn't bother me. He's a Prime Spicy, Zoo, and Kaizen. The membership stride. The Simon Pegg episode was really good. That episode was very good. I did like that. I think they handled that super well. Simon Pegg is also just an extraordinary actor, so that helped. Honestly, A-Train arc carrying the season. A-Train is definitely the strongest part of this season. It's not close. It is not close. Thanks to membership A. Wish we got more Soldier Boy and Noir. I have a feeling Soldier Boy's coming back. Noir, though, I'm not really sure. They're not really setting Noir up for much of a purpose. But Soldier Boy's definitely coming back. But yeah, overall, I definitely find it to be the weakest season thus far. Couple good things, a lot of things that I think are a bit more of a miss than a hit. But it's not bad. It's still better than most shows that come out. Like, I don't hate it or anything. His recent telephone. What's its score on the moist meter? Before seeing the finale, I'd probably give season 4 of The Boys like a... maybe like a 70-ish. Like a 70. It'd probably be a 60 if not for A-Train. Like, A-Train is doing so much heavy lifting this season. Is it similar to the comics? No. The comics blow. I remember when this show first started and people were like, damn, this is like the first adaptation that's better than the comics. I was like, there's no way. That doesn't exist. So I actually went and I watched all of the breakdowns of the comics, like going chapter to chapter of the comics. I was like, damn, this shit is terrible. In the comics, Butcher has a dog that he has a command to have the dog rape people or something like that. Who cares about spoilers for the comics before I go even deeper? The comics are trash. Like, the comics are like just edgy and shock for the sake of edginess and shock. It's terrible. Does anyone care? Okay, I'm getting kind of mixed. Mostly no's, though. You know, also play it safe. I won't even get spoilers to the comics, but they're trash. Like, the comics are actually bad. They're very, very, very different from the show, especially when it comes to Noir and Homelander. It's very different. Noir plot in the comics is trash. I think as a okay, you know what? Most people said no. In the comics, Noir is a Homelander clone, and he's committing all the atrocities that Homelander seemingly did in the comics. Obviously, that's not the case for the show, so not a spoiler for the show. As a concept, I think that could totally work, but the comics are just perpetually edgy with no real substance, so that's not really like a cool payoff for a twist or anything. It still fucking sucks. It's just stupid. It's just very majorly stinky. So the show is actually just straight up better. How do you feel about the season 4 leaks? Well, there's only one episode left. What the fuck is there to leak? Well, I guess you could leak the entire episode, but I can't say I've seen it. Maybe Prime Tommy, membership Simon. Yeah, it should be starting here pretty soon. It was supposed to start at 6, but got delayed, so we're still waiting. Still waiting. And no, we're watching the regional finals today. That's the plan. And then the Biden address at 8 about the shooting.